Hi, Ali. Let's take a look at this set of essays you've sent to us today. Okay, this is the one about democracy. Let's see what you wrote. Experts throughout both the developing and developed world have debated that if democracy... it's not that if, but get rid of that, actually. Let's try it again. Experts throughout both the developing and developed world have debated if democracy is in danger since its beginning, or if voters have no power to control the government due to capital markets. Some believe, personally I totally disagree. All right, what happened here? Some believe what? Okay, some believe that it is under threat. Some believe that, the electorate still has power, something. So I have no idea what this means, which means that we now don't know what your viewpoint on this topic is, okay? And we definitely need to know it in your introduction. This essay will discuss both sides of the argument, and then I will give my own opinion using examples to demonstrate points and prove arguments. All right. So, firstly, there is ample evidence that most governments fail to fulfill their promises to benefit the public. For example, the money that was approved by the Spanish government in order to clear the national banks was to be paid off by its citizens, which was supposed to be paid off by the banks. What happened here was to be paid off by its citizens. That I'm a little unclear about this, okay? Thus, it is conclusively clear that important decisions that can affect the whole of society are made without even considering its citizens, and here you need an apostrophe, will, causing huge damage, not damages. Damages means something else, okay? Huge damage to the country overall. Okay. I don't think you meant this. I think you meant, just judging from the entire paragraph, I think you meant to say it was paid by its citizens, although it was supposed to be paid off by the banks. This is what I understand that you actually wanted to say. I don't know if that's accurate, but something happened and the meaning was just not clear, okay? All right. Let's see. In addition, another thing that is threatening democracy is huge corruption and bribery, damaging all sectors of society, especially politics. All right. I want you to avoid this expression, another thing. This is something we do in conversation all the time, and it's fine, but it's not really appropriate in an essay like this. It's just too informal, and quite frankly, it's really rather imprecise. All right. Another thing. So, you could have said another issue or another factor that is threatening democracy. And it's not threatening, it's threatening. So there's another syllable in there that you left out. So to illustrate this, many politicians in Pakistan take money under the table and make decisions that are totally against the benefits of the country and its people. It is therefore conclusively clear that generations suffer because of such corrupt leaders. Such people should be hung to death. Wow, okay. And severe actions should be taken against them. All right. Okay. I don't know if it's particularly academic to suggest death in an essay. I would probably avoid this kind of language, okay? It's fine to feel strongly, but this might, it ceases being academic, okay? So, to sum up, I firmly believe economic powers and unprincipled people in charge of managing public interests, I believe, okay, to be the main threats jeopardizing genuine democracy. All right, so looking at this one more time, your essay is a little under length. It's 245 words, which was kind of the feeling I got while reading it as well. So here's the thing. I felt like both of your body paragraphs were underdeveloped. And if you're not sure if they're underdeveloped, one thing you can do is compare the body paragraphs to your introduction. Your introduction was fine, but you can see, I mean, except for this, obviously, which was a huge error because we now don't know your opinion until we get to the very end. But if you compare them, that's a good kind of test to see if maybe your body paragraphs are a little short, because they should be longer than your introduction. All right, your introduction has a couple of very specific purposes to fulfill, but after that, you don't want to spend too much time on them. Where you want to spend time is on your body paragraphs. And they were underdeveloped. You needed to say more. So one place you could have added a little bit is you could have just, again, said that it's the governments themselves that are, corrupt or are untrustworthy, and it's not the fault of the global capital markets. So it's not under the influence of, like the global capital markets, but it's the actual people within the governments themselves. So if you had just kind of mentioned this thing about the global capital markets again, that that would have been a good thing to do. And obviously the same thing here. All right, so here you basically said that they failed to fulfill the promises, so that they lie, and here they're just very corrupt. Let's see, you said the will of the people somewhere. All right, but in general, I think you could have added a little more to both of these paragraphs. All right, and again, this was, like I said before, language that was not terribly appropriate. So let's move on to your lost luggage letter. Now here it looks like you actually wrote quite a bit. So let's see. In fact, it is, 239 words. So this is not the best use of your time. Okay. So if you really think about it, this was just as long as your task 2. It's not supposed to be. This is supposed to be a minimum of 150 words. So up to like 200 words is okay. Like 180 words is a good place to be. All right. But you needed to work more on your task 2. So let's take a look and see what you wrote in this letter. Dear Sir, Madam, I'm writing this letter to claim about the baggage that I lost in a flight. All right, this is awkward. It's actually, I'm writing this letter regarding my claim for the baggage that I lost on one of your flights. Okay? Firstly, I would like to tell you some details about my flight. My flight number was this, which departed, not which was departing, which departed from Sydney to Perth on this date at this time. When I landed at, not on, Perth Airport, I came to realize that my one small luggage was missing. Keep your yes, okay. I waited at the luggage area for an hour, hoping that it might have been delayed. You want passive voice here. Finally, when the baggage pickup area, okay, reverse that, was empty, I went to the information office to inquire about my bag, upon which they said that they did not. Okay, it's a formal letter, so no contractions, fully written out words. And also, it's reported speech, so you have to use the right tenses. So, upon which they said they did not have any luggage left. When I boarded from Sydney, I got 2 stickers from my 2 bags. I am attaching the copy of that sticker under this letter, which clearly states my name, bag weight, and other flight details. The bag which I lost consisted of an iPad, a watch, and some clothes. I am sure it is misplaced somewhere by the airport staff, and if given proper attendance, they will be able to find it. Unfortunately, if your staff is unable to find it, don't forget your it here, I request, get rid of 4, I request the payment of those items. That would be approximately this. I have mentioned my home address for the bag to be delivered. In addition, I have mentioned my bank account details in a situation. Let's change that. In case you are not able to find it. Okay, so let's change all of that. In case you are not able to find it. Thank you for your consideration. Yours faithfully. Okay, so a lot of this is really good. Obviously, there were a couple of mistakes here and there, but I definitely feel like there was a lot of detail here you could have left out. Like, I think you really could have condensed all of this and, maybe saved 20 words or so, perhaps. I mean, maybe 20 is a stretch, but I think you could have here. And even here, I think you could have maybe cut out some of this, like if given proper attendance and so forth. Like, some of that I think you could have left out. All right? But yeah, I think this that I have highlighted could have been removed. And that's like, ooh, right there, that's 44 words, okay? So, yeah, that's one issue there. Other than that, there was a lot of nice language. Just be careful of some of the things that we talked about. like the grammar, like the contractions and things like that. All right, Ellie? So nice job, but there are some things that I want you to work on for both of these. Let's see what you write in your next set. We'll be waiting for them, so good luck.